Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas. Welcome to this special wide-angle edition with someone who has helped people connect with their mind in a way which helps them realize their full potential. He is not only helping people in realizing their full potential, but he has also realized his own potential through sustained, consistent, dedicated activity, which has helped an organization like Life Global. He has served this organization for over 25 years, and he is advisor of Life Global as well as global ambassador for Life Global. I have the distinct pleasure and honor of welcoming mind trainer as well as founder of an important mind training institute in Ahmedabad, Jitendra Adhia ji. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Let us begin by your understanding of mind. There are many people who are stressed out. And what do you think, based on your interaction with people across the globe at various countries, be it UK, Australia, America, India, why people people are not happy? Why they are stressed out?
People are not happy.
They are stressed out many times.
Stressed out, yeah. The reason is that they don't understand the mind. Basically, wherever I have gone, I have asked the people, what is mind? Even they don't know. Even the medical fraternity, because we are not taught in medical college what is mind. Basically, mind is a center of energy in the body. Brain is different than the mind. Brain is the matter. It's a part of the body which you can see, you can touch, you can destroy, you can take the photograph, you can operate. But mind is not like that. Mind is purely a center of energy. So unless you know the mind and mind power, and you know how to use the mind power, then only you can live a wonderful life. You can get what you want and you can get the happiness. And this is the very much lacking everywhere. Even I went to Germany, Stuttgart University, where I taught mind power to the student in German university. Even they did not know anything about the mind. So there is a lot of gap between this knowledge and people are having it. That is why I have taken this mission that I should teach mind to everyone. So if I believe it, that if people understand their mind power properly and start using it, happiness will be guaranteed for that.
So see, it's very rare that you come across someone who can guarantee happiness. And I think what he's saying is making sense through his books also. This book, which I have in mind, is the new edition, which is being launched here in America. This is Spring of Inspiration. And Gujarati edition of this book was sold over 1 million copies, which means so many people have appreciated the ideas presented by Dr. Jitendra Adhia ji, and his appreciation of mind power and his association with Life Global or Project Life. I see both have moved hand in hand in your life. Talk to us a little bit about your initial involvement with Project Life.
Basically, I was in search of job when I returned from Saudi Arabia. I was in Saudi Arabia working for 6 years, and then I returned to India. I wanted some job, and I found a job in Life Project Rajkot. So my appointment was there in Rajkot Voluntary Blood Bank as a medical director. I worked only for 6 months, but I came across Chandrakant Bhai, and he was so dynamic person that we became friends. So after I left my job, 6 months of job, then I returned back to Ahmedabad. We were in constant touch, and he was taking my services for Life Project Rajkot. And since that time we are a friend, and whenever they need me, I go to Rajkot or they come to Ahmedabad and we work together. I give my honorary service after I left my job with the Life Project. So, and I like their work. They are doing wonderful humanitarian work. So I like it. And Rajkot being my native place, I get a chance to go to my native place. So that is how I'm associated with Life for last 25 years. In 1993, I did a job of a medical director in Rajkot Voluntary Blood Bank. That's my history.
So that 6 months of intense association, but lifelong relationship
heart.
with Project Life. And Dr. Adhia, when you have accepted the role as global ambassador for Life Global, how do you make people learn more about different activities? And I believe, knowing you, who has helped people in learning about their mind, you also bring to their attention how becoming a part of a movement like Project Life, Life Global would help their mind, their own life.
See, basically, people say that when I speak, people get interested to know more about me and my subject. Last time when I came, I gave one program in Share and Care Foundation. It was just half an hour sample program. They were so happy with my program that they said, no, you must come again here. So I came with the invitation of Share and Care and by the sponsorship of Life Project. So I have seen that this subject is so interesting that people, once they listen to me, they become my friend and fan. They love my book, they come to my program repeatedly. So I thought that if I can collect the people for learning mind power, they will come to our program, and then we can introduce a new concept of Life Global USA. So what will happen, they would like to join Life Global and give a charity to the Life Global. So that is why we have combined this thing, that they will come to learn about mind power from me. Once they come to learn mind power, we'll tell them something about the charity done by the Life Global, and I will appeal to them that you join with me for a humanitarian cause, and probably there will be a tremendous response. This is our purpose here. So this Sunday we have a program. Nearly 200 VIPs are coming. So that time I will teach mind power, and then I will also appeal to join the Life Global for a humanitarian cause, and probably there will be a lot of difference. Many people would like to join. So that's
so we might be sharing this interview not just before this Sunday, but at some other time also. But the point is, different programs where we have the presence of Dr. Jitendra Adhia, it is stimulating and it is positively charged. And there are various courses which are offered by Mind Training Institute, founded by Dr. Adhia, and all the courses have something to do with our lives. So let's talk about Create Your Destiny. You have one course also, and since we are talking about Project Life, talk to me a little bit about, just hypothetically, if an organization also has a mind, and if I say if a nation also has a mind. So from the point of view Create Your Destiny, the mind of this organization, which you said has a wonderful leadership of Chandrakant Bhai, how that is functioning, and what destiny do you see it has determined for itself?
So first thing is that I have read some books of Napoleon Hill, and one of the famous book of Napoleon Hill is Law of Success. In that book he has mentioned about the mastermind. He said that when group of mind work together on a certain project, there is a mastermind created, and that mastermind influences every personal mind. So when we have this Life Global USA or Project Life Rajkot, we are creating a mastermind, and that mastermind will help everybody individually and to the organization. So this is the way we are working. About Create Your Destiny, we all want that our destiny should be good, and most of the people think that it is designed, it is already decided. So most of the time we spend our time in knowing what is our destiny. But I tell people, don't worry about what is in your destiny, when you can create destiny. So my new program is, I teach how to create your destiny. First decide what destiny you want, and then how to go systematically so that you can create the destiny which you want to live. That's my new program. Nowadays there is a new subject called neuroplasticity. When I was studying in medical college, they used to teach us that brain cannot be changed. Once it is made, you cannot change it. It's like that only. Like once building is made, you cannot do much about it except the painting. But in last 10 years, there are a lot of research on neuroplasticity which says that you can totally reshape your brain. Brain is also a flexible organ. So I have created a program on neuroplasticity, where by doing certain exercises, mind power exercises, you can even increase the gray matter of the mind, white matter of the mind, and you can create the brain work in a way you want to make it. Not that you are the slave of the brain, but you can make your brain a slave and you can make it to work. So that is the new subject, which is last 10 years research in America only. So I am working on that. That is my program, Create Your Destiny, on neuroplasticity. It's a wonderful subject. Even my medical fraternity, they don't know. Yesterday I met 2-3 medical doctors. I asked them, do you know about the neuroplasticity? They said no. So I think I will be introducing neuroplasticity to some of my medical doctors here, though it is American research.
American research, neuroplasticity, and mind trainer Dr. Jitendra Adhia brings a kind of pragmatic approach to whatever he does, whatever he says, and many of the principles that he is teaching he has applied in his own life. And let me quickly mention or share with joy with all the viewers of ITV Gold that the gentleman sitting with me he's not reluctant in sharing his age. So I will ask you to guess how old he is, and then I'll tell you after his response to the question of many people feel that with age they should slow down. Somehow, especially in India, earlier 58, 55 was the age of retirement. So once you reach to that stage, then you feel that my life is like done. Though in Western world, the approach in America, etc., has been different. But I believe you are bringing that that mindset in India also.
Sure. I never think I'm old. I never speak that I'm old. I'm getting younger and younger. And even people tell me that it's surprising that whenever we see you, you are younger than before. Like I have a program in Morbi. Morbi is near to Rajkot. I went after 15 years. One fellow told me, sir, you came 15 years back, but you look more younger than 15 years before. You know, like that. So that's all mind power. With your mind power, you can stop your aging process. And that is what I have done, and that's why people are complimenting for my age, and probably they have not guessed it right, that what age is mine.
So if you guessed his age to be 50 or 60, I would say you are moving towards the correct answer, which is today, as we record this show in 2019, month of June here at IIT Goli, is 69. But another fascinating aspect which I found is worth sharing with all of you is your ability to learn at any age is also dependent on your mind power. And what was it, Dr. Adhia, that at 65 you decided that you want to become a pilot, you learned to fly? How was that experience? Was there someone telling you that, oh, what are you going to do now at 65?
You know, I had a childhood dream of flying an aeroplane, but that time situation was not in my favor. But that seed was inside me. At the age of 65, I found out somehow that still I can be a pilot. So I approached the flying club in Ahmedabad. I asked them, can I join your flying club? They said, why not? You have to fulfill some criteria. So I asked the criteria and they said, yes, you are eligible now. So I joined my flying club and took my SPL, student pilot license, then started my flying lesson. That was just for my hobby, I have done it. And it is an exciting experience, you know, when you are flying aeroplane in the clouds, and it's a wonderful experience. That keeps me young, you know. So even people are surprised that you are a really amazing person. At the age of 65, you have joined flying club. So that is my secret. I keep on learning everything what I like it. Studying, like neuroplasticity. I have learned it in last 1 year. I did not know before. In last 1 year, I learned a lot about neuroplasticity. Same, whatever I find it interesting, I start learning. That is one of the signs that you are not aging, you are getting younger.
You should start getting younger by inculcating the aptitude for learning. Learning is life. Life is all about learning, and what Dr. Adhia has learned is generously sharing in a way which would make it possible for others to adapt to these ideas. And so one is the idea of learning. And talking about learning, Dr. Adhia, many times people don't know where they want to go, what they want to do, and that causes waste of a lot of energy as well as avoidable frustration. So you also conduct goal setting workshops.
Yes, I have a goal setting workshop. I have a goal setting book in 3 different languages. And that is the first thing we should teach to the young generation, because if they don't decide any goal, they will be wasting their energy. So it is very important in social service that you teach young people that how to set your goal and then how to go about life. So that is my prime objective. Wherever I go to the college student and school student, I teach them goal setting.
So Dr. in general, whether you are in America or India, actually many Indians, you have heard stories, they came here with $8 in their pocket. Now some of them are millionaires, and overall the idea that you go to America was somewhere to become more prosperous. Of course, the lifestyle here also is a big draw. But in India or America, mostly parents think that the best pathway for their child is to find a way which would help him or her support financially. So ultimately, the core message that when we grow up is to have the goal to make money. Now, how in your understanding and your experience, this is the right way to look at life? Or you would say this somehow restricts your ability to manifest all that you have within?
So basically in my program workshop, I teach them that our ultimate goal is to be happy, and only making money will not make you happy. We have to have the balanced life. Like you have to have enough money, you have to have enough good health, you have to have good relationship, you have to have good satisfaction of work, and so many things. So once you balance your life, then only you can be happy. Only by migrating to America and running after money, you cannot be happy. So balancing is my main message when I am teaching about the mind power and in my all the program. So my message to all the people who are watching this channel, that please balance your life. I can give you hundreds of examples of imbalanced life. They are successful, they are having good name, but they are not happy. So if you want to be happy, balance your life. And in Life Global, we are trying to help everyone so that they have a balanced life. Those who are not knowing all about it.
There are various fronts on which Life Global is actively working. Project Life has 7 main lead issues. One of them, of course, is related to
thalassemia, my subject, yeah, because I am a specialist in preventive medicine, and unfortunately, my wife is a thalassemia minor, and that's why I was concerned with thalassemia only. I am normal, my wife is a minor, and that is why we have to see that our children are okay. So thalassemia is a project dear to me, and that's why I joined Life Project Rajkot. And there are many other projects like women empowerment is there, then building the school is there, then blood donation drive, and making the best quality blood to the people at free of cost. These are the projects which Life Project is doing.
So tell us a little bit more about thalassemia, and I understand it has something to do with hereditary. Is it ethnicity oriented also? For example, will Indian Americans here would have some symptoms of that kind? And if we talk about India in general, what is your understanding?
Yes, thalassemia is a blood disease basically. It is a genetic disease. In your genes you get it, and there are 2 types of genes, thalassemia minor and thalassemia major. If husband and wife both are having thalassemia minor, that means both of them have one genes of thalassemia. When they produce children, husband and wife, there are chances that 1 out of 4 will be thalassemia major, and another 2 will be thalassemia minor, and 1 will be normal person. Now, other 3 siblings, we don't worry, but the thalassemia major problem is that they do not live longer than 20 to 30 years. If they want to live it, they have to go for bone marrow transplant, which is very costly in India and not easily available because of lack of donor also. So it's a big challenge, and most of our blood bank blood is utilized by thalassemia major children. So instead of helping them, if you can prevent the birth of thalassemia major, it's a great social service. Thalassemia is, I don't know about the America, but in India it's very common. In my community, like I am a Lohana Thakkar, in my community it is very common. It is in Sindhi community, it is very common. So in many communities it is very common. So what happens that in that community we have to be very careful that before they get married, they decide to get married, they should test their blood, and if both are thalassemia minor, they should rethink about marrying, or if they marry, then they have to take some precaution before they produce the child. So that awareness we are creating in India, because that is required. Because I have seen the pain of the thalassemia major children. So many, because I was working in blood bank, they used to come regularly to take the blood. They have to have a blood transfusion every 20 days for lifelong. And there are so many side effects of continuous transfusion. Like blood-borne diseases can also kill them, then overload of iron can also kill them. Lot of things are there. So it is very important that we create the awareness about thalassemia and prevent those marriages which are both are thalassemia minor. That is the main work we are doing in Project Life Rajkot, and I am involved more into it.
I want to learn a little bit more about what Project Life is doing for, of course, on the preventive side. But if there are people who have crossed that threshold and they already have it, is Project Life also helping them?
Yeah, so we give them the free blood bottles. Every 20 days they come there, we have a list of people, they come there, we don't charge them. In fact, there are some medicine they may require, chelating agent we call it. Even we make some arrangement for those chelating agent drugs, because these are also very costly. And I have seen many families where the thalassemia major child is born and father and mother were okay. But for treating this child, they have sold everything, their house, their everything. They come on the street just for making this child survive. And ultimately, at the age of 20 to 25, the child dies. So their child is gone and their prosperity is gone, their mental peace is gone. They go into depression. I've seen many families like this. And that is why I feel that we should help these people, that those who have a thalassemia major child, at least our society can help them. And that is what we are doing in Project Life.
So I cannot have enough words to thank Project Life as well as the presence of Global Ambassador of Project Life, Dr. Jitendra Adhia, and all the organizing committee of this wonderful organization. And thalassemia is one of the projects, but as we learn more about it and the way help is being extended, it is very impressive, and not just impressive, you feel whatever best anybody could have conceived is what Project Life has already conceived, and they are doing it in whatever way we can support them. We will feel good that we are a part of something which connects humanity in such a sensitive and noble way. And as we move towards the concluding part of our conversation as ambassador of Life Global, when you address people, indeed you make them aware about it, but do you also leave them with some tips in terms of dealing with their mind in a way which would make them more successful and more happy?
Yes, first thing is that I tell people that first decide your goal. Don't live life without goal. And once you decide your goal, make some document, we call it vision board. And every day you command your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is like a programmable computer and conscious mind is a programmer. So what you do is, whatever you have decided for your life, you close your eyes, you sit in a very silent position and visualize on your mental screen that you have achieved this thing. And you will be surprised that everything will fall in place. Subconscious mind will see to it that you get what you want it. It will guide you to get it. It will give you motivation to get it. It will give you energy to get it, and everything will be manifested in your life. Second thing is that I have left my medical field for mind training. I know that this world requires thousands of mind trainers, and that is why I have started a project creating new mind trainers. I have a trainer training program, Mind Power Trainer. So I request to young generation that if you think this is a good life, then think about becoming a mind trainer, because this world requires a lot of mind trainers so that all will be happy. That is my suggestion to the young people. And I am very happy after leaving my medical field. I am doing the best job. People say that I am doing social service by teaching all these things. So, and person like you, I must thank you that you are creating this awareness through your media also. So wonderful.
So I'm actually feeling a sense of gratefulness for people like Dr. Jitendra Adhia, and I would also say ITV Gold's chairman, Dr. Sudhir Parekh, being a very important source of support for Life Global.
I feel so elated that Dr. Sudhir Parekh is supporting me in America, like a big name and big heart person, yeah.
So, and as we conclude, once again, I want to wish each and everyone to have the kind of mind which helps you live your life to your fullest potential. And tips from Dr. Adhia are also a way to realize our potential. And I would once again repeat, he said we need many mind trainers. And if you feel like learning more about him, Google is a great way to help. His website is also there, easily accessible, Mind Training Institute, Ahmedabad. Then I want to bring to your attention this wonderful book, Spring of Inspiration by Dr. Jitendra Adhia. Gujarati version of this was sold over 1 million copies. And
Prerananu Jarnu.
Yes. So, what? Say the name again.
Prerananu Jarnu.
Prerananu Jarnu. And on that note of Jharna, of Prerana, with love, joy, and good wishes, I thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashok Bhai. Thank you, Darshak Mitra.
And on that note, once again, lots of good wishes. Thanks for joining us. This is Ashok Vyas.